Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 16th Meetup and the very first workshop of K8SUG Australia. Thank you all for joining us tonight here at Microsoft office in Melbourne, and we're very excited for you to embark on this first hands-on workshop with us as well. So before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the country on which we are gathered here tonight, the land of the Kulin Nations, and on behalf of the Kubernetes Australia, we pay our respects to elders, past, present, and emerging. So the agenda for tonight will look a little different from usual, where we have two speaker sessions, as today we are going to introduce the first workshop here, and as I finish this introduction, I will pass on to Yonghan, which will be followed by the actual workshop, split into a theory and a hands-on component, led by none other than Tiago. So tonight it will be on deploying large language models using Kubernetes, and we hope that you can all join us for the exercises, which will take up the most of the evening. Finally, we will have a swag giveaway, where it will just be real names after if you are our feedback form instead of our usual quiz session, so no need to stress for that now. And finally, as usual, we have open mic and group photo opportunity. So our mission. Since we established in 2022, we have been very passionate about all technology surrounding Kubernetes, and we aim to accelerate Kubernetes adoption. As a global community, we're always learning from each other and sharing the best practices. And now, a big thank you to all our volunteers and organizers, many of whom are able to join us tonight as well, and for the third time this month actually, so it's quite an effort. Thank you to our growing team of volunteers. So we're grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you, of course, to our main sponsors, and tonight, Microsoft for lending us this space to host the event in, and also CNCF and CoCloud. So our global footprint, you've probably seen this, but we're very proud to be growing all around the world with 4 and more groups to come. So even within Australia, we're actually launching the Sydney group very soon. Fingers crossed for July's event. So thank you for being part of our growing 1,000 members and growing. Of course, with this many groups, we have increasing number of events, and it looks like the 30th of May seems to be a Kubernetes user group night, as in addition to this current event here in Melbourne, we actually have the Singapore team hosting there at Microsoft very soon. And on the other side of the world, the Canadian team will also have the meetup in AWS Toronto. And just next week, we are back in AWS in Melbourne here. And you can see we also have UK and Singapore ones lined up in June as well. So please join us, especially if you have any topic ideas and can sponsor us. So visit these QR codes. And finally, from myself, please follow us and share with any of your connections if they're interested in checking out either LinkedIn, Twitter, and Telegram. And now I'll hand over to Yonghan, which the Kubernetes astronaut program, I believe, has been explained. So we will go on to the promotional code. Thank you.
Yeah, better than you don't get the energy from. So you can easily persuade your company, convince your company. So I think that's all I want to talk about. Yeah. So the Wi-Fi, I'm gonna hand it to Tiago. So he will take us to run the workshop to guide us. I will be here to help him as well. So I hope the workshop type of thing, that's the first time we're doing this. So we will see. If it is very helpful, we might continue to do the workshop. Okay. Again, we need you guys later. We need you guys to provide the feedback and also help us to spread the words So with that, let me hand it back to to Tiago. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us.
Okay, thank you. Everybody online, I hope. Has time to everybody. I did the QR code, but I believe it's not the best way because you are on laptop. So let me try to get the link here and put it a little bigger. So it's K8SUG Gitbook. Yeah. You may need to type this one, okay? Sorry for that. Yeah, I'm trying to do this. Just put in here and try to make the font bigger.
Actually, the online people can't see.
Okay, don't worry. I will share later on. I don't know. I've been using this one long. Okay, I have a bad idea. I have a bad idea. Sorry for that. Okay. Okay. Everybody can see this one? Yeah, everybody there? Oh, so it's 01. I deleted the one. Okay. It's okay. The Wi-Fi, someone have trouble? So we can share the Wi-Fi or something, but we will get there. Everybody got access? So we will start, okay? Okay. I am connected to the Wi-Fi. It's working fine. It's working fine, yeah. I hope everybody is working fine. Restart your computer. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys. So just a little quick agenda for what we have tonight. So this is the inaugural edition of this okay, so this is the inaugural edition for the K8SUG CKAD, the Connect, Train, Learning Kubernetes workshop series. And we want to show you how people, companies, big tech are using Kubernetes to build and manage their powerful AI applications. So the agenda is a little bit to recap on the Kubernetes fundamental concepts. I have a question. How many of you have used Kubernetes before? Okay, half of the audience have used Kubernetes before. So it would be a good introduction to also recap what is Kubernetes. It's just a buzzword, not in this, and why Kubernetes for LLM deployments. Then we will go through a little bit of the application that I have built for this workshop, their character. Then we will get the hands-on, really getting a cluster ready, deploy using Helm charts, testing, break stuff, and some final considerations. So without further ado, let's go for the fundamental concepts. So what it is Kubernetes? Kubernetes, it is what is there. I believe everybody can read it there. I will not read it for everybody, so please. But it is like this. Kubernetes is the cloud operational system, but not just that. It is really important that the Kubernetes can make a cluster from the physical and the virtual machines. So I have, maybe you guys have listened to the Dell guy, Michael Dell, saying that the on-premise is cool again. So because the computers that will be coming soon will be AI ready to run these models. And probably most companies will put in on-premise as well. Oh, sorry, I didn't share. I'm just going to share the desktop. Okay. Yeah, so, and that will be really important for using also Kubernetes, because then you can manage many computers at the same time. Yeah, so you can. Is that a API driven interaction? So everything in Kubernetes is always doing through a API. Has an orchestration for the containers, for the entire life cycle of the application, and also is resource management. Okay? So this is the main components of a Kubernetes cluster. We have the cloud provider. Kubernetes, I don't know if everybody have heard about it, but there was a project that was created inside Google and then open source. And after the open source become the standards for orchestration of containers. And every cloud provider provides also a Kubernetes service. So we have the cloud provider that usually is where you do all your API connections. And then it go for the control plane that has these components. Okay. Then we have the control manager, cloud control manager. We have the control manager for the control plane. And as I said before, is all based on APIs. So you have a lot of APIs, everything, documentation, and the objects creating Kubernetes manifest is through API. Then we have the scheduler, and we have the etcd, that is where the some configurations keep in there, like config maps and so on. So the control plane is also a node, but usually we don't deploy pods in the control plane. Okay, it's more for configuration, but you can deploy there. It's just taking out some things and put in there. Then you have the nodes that we call the work nodes. And inside the work node, it has the Kubernetes and the key proxy. The key proxy is really important to make the connections to the network. And the Kubernetes is what the keeping running and checking if everything is running correctly as dictated by the control plane. So yeah, everything that I have said a little bit is in there. You can read it for yourselves later. And a little bit of some words in Kubernetes. So pods, what is pods? You can imagine pods as where the container runs, okay? So it's basically the final layer for the container. You can have more than one container in a pod, but you also can have many pods in the nodes, okay? Depends on how your application. You don't want to build many containers in the same pod and building your architecture as a monolith using Kubernetes. This is not the focus because the pod can be just vanish and you appear again. So you lost everything if you put everything in this. And then we have the nodes. Nodes is the computer that run the pods. And then we have the cluster that it is the pods, the nodes, and then the cluster of many nodes. Then we have some services inside the Kubernetes. Deployments. Deployments is how Kubernetes works, where you say how you want your application to be, the states that you want, and Kubernetes will try to make everything is there. We have namespace for separation of concerns, some config maps and secrets, percent volumes have facets. Okay. Okay, so let's go for why Kubernetes for LLM deployments. Have you been using ChatGPT these days? Yeah, me too, me too. So yeah, this become really popular, and what happened is like ChatGPT, OpenAI was the services that got most active users in a few days, right? In just a few days, it exploded. Everybody started using it. And how they can provide these services to so many people using at the same time. So this is where Kubernetes can be. But what it is the LLM? LLM is this kind of just use a little bit. So LLM is a who knows what is LLM? Okay. So LLM stands for large language models. Okay. These days they start coming with the SLM, small language models, but they are not quite small. They are quite huge. But okay, so let's go. AI is a field of studies that they exist for a long time, and they are trying to replicate how the human brain works, basically. So what define AI is making the circuit integrated system think as the brain. Okay, they are trying to replicate how human thinks. That is what intelligence. How you define intelligence? We don't know, right? Not everybody is intelligent, but the machine also not every AI is intelligent. Then inside this field, we have machine learning that is the way how they can make the computer really thinking or learning by themselves. So we have training models and everything like it's 0 and 1. Sorry, just let me ask something. How many of you is from CS background? Everybody? Computer science, yeah. Everybody knows that computers is just 0 and 1s. Everybody's comfortable with that. Ports or and something like that. So machine to start learning, they need to have they need to have this, right? It's just 0 and 1s, and they need to know, okay, if I got more 1s, maybe it's correct. If I got more 0s, maybe it's not correct. So you start ranking the response that the machine has in the output, and then you start training them on. Deep learning is inside machine learning where you really make the model retrain by itself or retrain with human supervision. Okay? And then inside that we have generative AI. I am a little bit of me. I'm a Go player. You know what is Go? Go is the game of board game that Google just created, the AlphaGo, and become really popular back 2016. And during that time, I was betting for the human to win. But yeah, I lost. So during that time, generative AI was not that, but the AI itself was. When that came out, I was like, wow, AI will become really popular. But it was because of generative AI that's why we have this talk today. Because generative AI make it much easier for everybody. Make a question, receive a response as a human interface, right? And make it much more natural language processing. So this is what it is inside deep learning. We have the natural language process, and then generative AI is what generate data from what they have trained. Okay, this is a little overview of what it is. I will not go too much in that. And then we go to the why Kubernetes. So Kubernetes can make everything scalable. So you can deploy as many as you need or as many as you can for supply your users for getting access. So Kubernetes, because of that structure, you can create your application and make it run really easy up or down as you need. We will do a little bit of this. It's resource efficient because you can optimize for the allocation you are putting for CPU, GPU, TPU, NPU, UU, a lot of things, and memory. It's fault tolerance because Kubernetes try to keep how the desired state you stay in the deployment. So if some pod dies, it will bring back. So you don't need to go to the server and restart anything. And it is really flexible. Like this application that we are doing today, I prepare, and we can deploy it in any cloud provider or on-premise. Okay. So some key considerations for LLM deployment. The model size. So have you heard about Llama 3 these days? So Llama 3, they come with a model that has 7 billion parameters and 8 billion parameters, and they are training one for 400 billion parameters. And that model become really big, really quickly. So the 7 billion parameters, I believe, was like 4 gigabytes, just to the model. And to run that kind of model, you need a lot of resources, okay? The model that I decided to do today is a model called Godel. We'll get to that. But this is really important to understand the size of the model that you are using, okay, for performance and this hardware acceleration requirements, the service structure as well, and monitoring optimization of your application. Let's go a little bit of application. Who is software developer here? Who had developed something before? Maybe nothing. Okay. So if you want to check out the codes that I have done, is all available in this link. You can go there. I will not show everything, but I will go a little overall what it is, this application. So we have a backend that is this Godel Flask API. So it is a model that I put in Flask, Python Flask, and provide as an API endpoint. And it's relying on the transformer library. And you can get this model from Hugging Face. So Hugging Face is the place to go to get these models, but nowadays every cloud provider is also trying to put them as a marketplace. So you can go to Azure AI and go into the Azure AI Studio, and you have also this model available globally, and many other models. This one is the one that I could put in this and make it small, okay? And then we have a front end that will connect it to that and make requests to that, and will be this chat interface. So here we have a good graph for what it is, the application. So we will deploy one backend the pod, one front-end pod, or many pods as you want, in as many nodes. And what is connected to that, it is the services. And the services is what you access, and the service will show you where it will find that services inside the pod that you want inside the cluster. The master node, as I told you before, the etcd, it will keep the configuration there. We will update that later. And the communication go only from the front end, web application, go to the front end connect to the back end inside, and deploy it. Why we do like this? Why you cannot just connect direct to the container itself? The problem is Kubernetes, if this pod dies, you lost this IP. You don't know where is this IP anymore. So when another pod comes, it just comes with different IP. But you can label that pod, and then because you label that pod, the front end services, that service pod node, pod balance, or even the cluster IP, can make available that pod into the cluster. Okay. Any questions up to here? Good. Hope I'm doing now. Okay, let's go a little bit of what is the model that I got. So this is the model. It's called Godel 1.1. It's a large-scale pre-training goal directing dialogue. It's working in a transformer architecture. So they have the dialogue history, the environment. You can input more acknowledgement. If you make it available, you can get some APIs inputting as well acknowledgement, and it works with the response. Okay, you can learn more about this. I have a link here. It is a model from the Microsoft Research Institute. Okay, everybody get ready. Who has Azure account here? Already said. Okay, who are willing to give the credit card information to the Azure? So please go to this one. Is the main option here? Is this one? Please create your account. I have the step-by-step here to create the account. Okay, this is one step. I believe take about 5 minutes. This is the best place to do because they provide for free a really huge cluster. So I believe everybody can follow, right? Their own computer. But yeah, once you get there, if you have an account, you can just sign in or sign in with a different account. Create account, put your information over there, your phone, you will receive a text to confirm your phone, okay? And you may read and agree. Then you put your credit card information there. Or debit card. They say that they will not charge you. Okay, they will not charge you. This is just to say that you had credit. Don't worry. It's okay. It's 1 month for free. They give you about 300 Australian dollars to test, and more than 40 services that will be always free. So it's something interesting. But don't worry, it's not for any charges right now. Okay, and then you will access the Azure. Okay. Okay, if someone don't wants to do this, don't have account, don't worry, I have prepared a backup environment as well. I will give you more 3 minutes for completing this. Yeah, if anyone have any questions, yeah, you can ask. Okay, so the other option, if you could not do this, you can use Killer Coda. And Killer Coda is a playground for Kubernetes. It's a good place to learn as well. The only problem is that they don't provide a great cluster or node, but you can just click in this link, sign in for free with the GitHub account or your email, and they will provide you a cluster up and running with the latest Kubernetes version and 1 node of 4 GB that is enough for this workshop, but it's not the best place to do. Okay. More 2 minutes. Everybody's ready? Signing. You see, they give it for free, $300. Any questions? Okay, 1 minute. Everybody there, need help? Yeah, the helm is the way that you can manage admin on the application. So you have the deployments, CloudCasa, the services that you want, and you can use a template that you can to manage and deploy all together. Okay. So you start up. If you do not have the Azure up and running, don't worry. We will be back in there, or you can go to Killer Code as well. Okay, who has here on the Microsoft Azure? Just 3, 4. Anyone else? Okay, I will show first on here, then we will go, or you can follow on the killer code page. Okay, so you click in this small sign here for the terminal, then you will be given a choice. Really important choice. We will go with Bash or PowerShell. Bash, yeah, that's the one. Go with Bash. If you want to see the matrix, go with Bash. Okay, everybody got here. So to set up this, you first need to select your subscription and apply. Don't need to have any storage requirement for that. The terminal is ephemeral. After what we have need to do here, it will be gone. Don't need to set up anything. And then you may have a shell like this. And this is your second chance to switch back to shell if you have select PowerShell. You can open multi-bash. Okay. Good. Okay, great. Then let's spin up the cluster using the Yonkan automation. Okay, yeah, this is Yonkan has made a lot of, he has many materials showing how to use all the clouds. And this was one of these materials for AKS. And then you just need to copy this. You can use the copy from here. There is a button just to copy. You copy and paste and hit enter. Then it will copy the repository. Then you go back here, copy and enter for deploy. It takes about 5 minutes to deploy. Okay, I believe everybody is there. If it's not there, let's just go a little bit on how it's in the Coda Cloud. I believe some people are using Killer Coda. And I believe you don't have any trouble doing Killer Coda, right? It's just sign in, and then you are here with the cluster up and running. People in Azure needs to wait a little bit more to finish completing the running. What it does, the script that Yonkan has built, it will deploy a cluster. It will open an account, put the cluster in there, select the region, put the nodes, make everything work together, and spin it up. You could do this by yourself if you go to all the GKE environment, clicks some maybe 30 buttons, max, yes, max, select yes. Will take more than 5 minutes for sure. So you have this Kubernetes service here, this is the Azure Kubernetes service. So you need to go there, select your subscription, create everything. So this script make everything run up and fast and running. Okay, so that's it. Okay, everybody got it? We're still running there, this shell. Okay, still running, Okay, now we're still running. Okay, now it is. Okay. So if you want to train by yourself as well, Killer Coda is a nice platform to train and have training there, doing some scenarios for the CKAD exam. They have many scenarios for the CKA and the CKS as well. Like this, and what it is really nice in the Killer Code that they provide an editor like VS Code. So you don't need to rely only on the terminal to edit some files. But these environments is available only for 60 minutes, okay? Okay, still running? Still running, yeah, it's about 5 minutes, take 5 minutes to complete that. Still running? You are almost there. Good. You are using the code. Yeah, I use the code. All good. All good there. Goodbye. Running in. Right? Yeah, it's about 5 minutes. Don't need to rush. The clouds go nowhere, so. Okay, while we're doing this, I will tell a little bit of what's Helm. So we will deploy these applications in Helm. This is the most powerful way to manage applications, deploy and install applications in Kubernetes is creating Helm. Okay. So what Helms will do for us in here, it will define how the application is deployed into the Kubernetes. So in this Helm chart that we are going to use, it will deploy two deployments, one for the backend, one for the front end. And differently, you can set how many replicas do you want for it. Then we will have services that will create the cluster IP for the backend service. This cluster IP will enable the backend to communicate with the front end. The both nodes, not node services is what I make available for the front-end node to be accessible from the outside world. But in this case, we do need to use the node IP and then the ports to connect to the front-end. Load balancer, it's another services that usually the cloud providers give to you. So if you use that service, it's really similar to the node port, but it will also provide you an external IP. Okay. And all of these will be deployed directly by the Helm. And then we have the configuration map that will store some configuration values for the LLM model that will make it easy for us to update. If you have already, you can change. Helm will be already installed in the Azure. Helm is standard for deploying this kind of application, so you don't need to install. You just need to check if you really have that. And then you follow these steps. Still running? Still not ready? Okay, who is in the QR code? This, you can follow this already. It's just Helm repo add. You need to add it on repository. You can put your shards, the GitHub with pages. This is what I did. You just need to create a file that is a YAML file that tells Helm that it is a repo. Then you will do the command Helm repo update. Then you can search for K8SUG. You may find this chart. The type is already 1.04, not totally sure. We update for 0.5 now. Okay, who got in this step? Who is in this step already? One? Okay, perfect. Okay. Oh yeah, software cluster rapid learning. Okay, so copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. This one. So help me repo add K8SUG -AI APPS. Very for it. IO charts. Yeah. I have to update this morning. So probably you are already in the chart version 0.5. You buy the 0.5. Cool. Okay, let's just install them. Just install. Okay, so you type helm install, and then you can name the release as you want. Okay, name it easy. We may need that later. And then you put the repository, the full address. Okay, so yeah, and then hit enter. You already see. Yeah. Who had problem to deploy the Helm? It's really straightforward. Once you had hit enter, it will create a release for you with the name of release, the last deployment, the namespace, the status, the revision. And then you can run this command here. kubectl get service, the name of the release that you have put and the name of release to get all the pods. Or you can do this command here. kubectl get all plus conf map. And then you may have this output for you. Everybody there? Good. Okay, so let's test it and do some exercise. Shall we? Cool. So for who is in Azure, let's do it the hard way. Now this is the easy way. Okay, you can go to your terminal again and just type kubectl get server, SEC get services. Then it will provide your IP address. kubectl get services. Everybody got it? Oh, you're still running up. It's okay. You need to wait 1 minute to wait. You can do it here. Then cloud. Yeah. Okay, that's good. No worries. If have issue and they have cloud. Yeah. You put it on. It's running. You can run kubectl get all. Cool. You should have at least 3 servers. Yeah, you don't have to deploy, you need to deploy the account. Okay, good, good. Okay, you got to the finish already. Great. Okay, people are already playing with the chat. Who got to the chat bot there? Okay, for the so people on Killer Coda, please copy the code node port 4 just after the 8th column. You don't need the IP, sorry, you don't need the IP, just the port number. Okay, let's copy the port number. Yeah. Copy just the port number and go to the handbar over there. Yeah, and then you go on the back end points. Then you paste that file number. Yeah, from the node port, okay, not the node of the stuff. Yeah, cool, that's it. Okay, okay. Good, yeah, you got it. Yeah, you can go to that external IP address. And if everybody is in there, I will just show really quickly. So you should be able to get this page, okay? And if you type something in there, it will have a response, and you will know from which backend pod it. If you are in the CloudCasa, you need to get the node port, this node port, okay? In this case, is 3113131. Then you go to this small button in the right corner on the top, clicking the traffic port, and access this custom port. This will access that node in that port, and you should have the same result. So far, so good. Okay, let's do something. First, let's check what happens in the backend. So please copy the name of the pod there. And then type this command. kubectl logs paste that grab -v. We will remove the get health. The get health is in there just to make sure that the pod is up and running. So we don't want to see that log. If you type without the grab, you see a lot of things coming up. Okay, we don't need all that. We just want to see that actually the tokens indicate sequence length is longer than the specific maximum sequence length for this model. Everybody got this message? I hope everybody got this message. Yeah, it was planning. I didn't plan actually. I was like, okay, maybe this is a good way. But then we will use Helm to update this value. Actually, it is a maximum value that was set up in the backend that limits the token. Even if you have typed something small, it's because I'm saying to the model, knowledge base a little bigger than it was accepting. So we will just change something in the Helm. If you have used the Helm, just Helm install without the pool, you need to do this first command here. It's Helm show values, K8SUG AI -SUG chat, and grab the values to the values YAML file. So there is 2 ways to change this after deployment, okay, guys? You can make the change using the Helm. Helm is a good way for controlling your application, so you know that you have made changes and it will create a new release. And then if something happens wrongly, you can just roll back to the back release. But you also can learning curve is a problem, right? And delay a little bit because it needs to deploy everything again. But you can also add it directly in the object called config map chatbot config. So if you copy this one and paste, it will open an editor for you, and then you can make a change. I don't have the screenshot here, so I hope everybody can got that. And then you need to go down to the part of where is maximum length. There's minimum length and maximum length. Everybody got to the minimum maximum length? The maximum length is set for 128. Please change that for 512. Maximum length 128. We change to 512. Yeah. Then you quick and save. It's semicolon W create exclamation mark. If you want the editor. It's okay. Yeah, this is no 512. 512. Yeah, that is it. And then you need to column. Yeah, that'll be cute. Yeah. You change that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, I did it. And if you are changing the value, why you need to apply that using the Helm upgrade, okay? The Helm upgrade comment. Okay, who had changed the file directly on the config map? Good, good, good. So if you change directly the config map, it's easier because it will apply directly, but you will lost information if you have changed something. So you cannot control if something changed there. You don't know exactly what has changed and what changed back. But for this case, it's totally fine. So if you do that and you can go back to the chat and send a message to him and then check back the log. So you may just see a message saying post chat without any error. You can change the values using the Helm. If you have changed the values in there, you need to use Helm upgrade to make that. Yeah. Okay, go maximum. Go to again. Go to again. You have the editor, isn't it? We have the file. Change maximum. You 551. Yeah, you can do it. And then from there you use yeah, you are the same file already. Yeah. Then you run the yeah, don't need to do Helm. Yeah, okay, go. You can listen. Actually, that's listen. Okay, so everybody could check that there is no error anymore. Should be fine. Let's go for the next exercise. The next exercise I want you to delete the backend pod. So just get the pod. You can use get pod. And then you can just kubectl delete pod and the pod name.
It's all.
Huh?
Delete all.
No. Yeah, you can delete both if you want. Don't delete both. Fine to delete both. You can delete it and delete both.
而不可以拿自动这个点，你说你还可以这两点，
Here, everybody delete the pod. Yep. Let's take that. Yeah. So if you have delete the pods, every pod, and you go try to connect again to the front end, you can connect to the front end, right? It's still running the front end. And if you send something, it will be responsible from the back end as well. But you realize that the name of the pod has changed. Yeah, you may not remember all the full name of the pod, but yeah, the name of the pod has changed. So what Kubernetes does is exactly that. If for some reasons the pod fails, it will try to keep it back and try to run more the same pod as the result that was one pod. Okay, so let's scale up this. So who is in the using killer code? I will recommend you to change the values for the front end pods and not for the backend, okay? Because the backend is quite huge and it don't have to break the requirement. So you can go direct to kubectl edit deploy. You can get the deploy name. And then when you get the deploy, you have the deploy from the front end and deploy from the backend. If you are in Azure, feel free to edit the backend. If you are in Killer Coda, edit the front end. Okay. Then you go down and you will change this name. This proprietary is a stack replica. You can change to 5. Let's test 5. If you are in Azure and you do this, it will take maybe 30 seconds to spin up and get the pod running, the backend. And if you go to the front end and interact with the pod again, interact with the chat, sometimes it will give you a different backend if you have more than one. Because the load balance do this inside the get the one response, send to a backend service. Get the response, send to another. Okay. All good? Everybody could do this one. If you get the pods, you may have the pods up and running. Okay. Oh, my battery. Yeah. Change the replica set. We can do the same using the values of the Helm chart as well, but when we do directly here, as the pros and cons of the documentation, there, okay? But the editing directly the object is quite quickly for this then okay, so that's it. So let's clean up our Azure environment. And you can use the same repository that Yongkan has provided to us. And so you don't need to go and delete every resource. You can just copy and paste this one on the terminal. You open your batch terminal, okay, paste that, run the AKS destroy. If you are in the QR code, you don't need to do anything, okay? But if you want to try, you can use Helm for uninstall and check that everything is gone. Every object inside the Kubernetes cluster will be gone if you use Helm uninstall and the name of release that you have used. All good? So final considerations. That's it. Thank you so much for coming for the inaugural edition of the hands-on workshop. Hope you have enjoyed that. And the takeaways, yeah, you have again real experience in dealing with the Kubernetes for deploying LLM application. So for the next time, we want to do more of this kind of workshop and going to how Kubernetes leverage the life cycle of AI. And this is some of the tools that I'm planning to showcase. That is Kubeflow, MLflow, and data and AKS. Okay. So today you focus on just on the deployment, okay? It's just that's part easy. Please connect to us and see you next week. Thank you. Yeah, we will do the books. Can we do the please give feedback? I have a feedback form. After you fill the feedback form, we will you give it the swags, okay? Okay. Yes. Let me just share the screen.
Who got this book last time? You got 3. Anyone got last time? All 3? You got what's the same? The same. How many have? How many people have still there? 5, 7, 10, 15, 3. I think it's just enough for one for each book.
Okay, yeah, cool. So everybody will get a book. But please give you some feedback here on the K8SUG.com.
You got, yeah, you got.
Yeah.
Wow, everybody will be expert in Kubernetes.
No excuse.
Great. Thank you, George. Thanks so much. Okay. After the feedback, I believe we may not have time right now to run
The wheel?
the wheel. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Can we do it?
Yeah, very quick.
We can.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need you guys to complete the form.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
get your name and then we do the wheel of the names.
Yes, we have still some swags. Interesting.
Yep. Yeah, because this time actually we don't have any other stuff. So I bring my own stuff. Okay, I collected it from somewhere else.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this book was book about Microsoft. And one of the authors of Shimada, the authors now work for Microsoft. And Brandon Burns is the guy that created Kubernetes. He's the guy had the idea. He went for a Docker meetup and he had the idea of creating Kubernetes. Working on Docker meetup like we want here. He just had the idea, wow, this is an orchestration of that.
Okay, what it is the the phone? Yeah, but how do I get the? Let me get my laptop. Yeah, get the laptop is easier. Okay.
So any questions? No? Have you enjoyed this? Was difficult? What's the level of difficulty of this? More or less easy? Good. Good first contact with the Kubernetes? For the people who is the first time doing Kubernetes? Great. Great, thank you so much for the feedback as well. All good? Can you?
Yeah, I can see we only have like 4 people.
4 people?
No, that's not true, right?
Yeah, please give the feedback, guys. So I don't have good feedback, Yamkano will not allow me to do any other workshop. So.
He's right.
Like $50. Yeah, usually we have this first time that we are. Anyone else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 people. We got 10. Got good 11. We are almost there. Okay. If the rest doesn't want to join, that's all right. Yes. So I guess you guys are all done. I copy the name here. So this is the easiest one compared to the quiz summary. You guys need to think of what's the correct answer, right? So this one, you don't need to get any answer. We just press. Are we ready? What's the price? Yeah, actually, I don't really have very good, but I do have 3 socks. Okay. But the socks are actually not cheap, right?
Copy them.
Oh, okay. Oh, there are more people. Yeah. Actually, I take a from overseas. You take if you think about the airplane or how much cost. Okay, I do have 3 thoughts in the 3 USD charges, 3 in 1. Okay. Are we ready? Yeah, for 2 more. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much all. Let's do this. Ready? Let's do it. Anyone want to press? Let's do it. Let's see. Who is the lucky? Who is the lucky one? The first one. Is that Hamed? Yeah, I will go it. Amazing, congratulations. What do we like? Okay, the first one got some more choice. The first one got more choice. But we don't really have you like a soft, so the USB is the charger, 3 in 1.
Whatever.
No, you take it.
Okay, I'll
Yeah, you got the first one is you got more choice.
maybe my daughter will be happy with the socks.
Yeah, the first one you got more choice.
What are these? Also,
Yeah, handy. I'll take it. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I forgot we have more slides.
I will have more slides on here. Okay, let's
Yeah,
do it.
if you want to change this, we still have some really nice. Lego.
Oh yeah, we got a Lego set for kids here. Oh nice.
I have one nice T-shirt from this dig.
Yeah, I want to take a photo of these.
Go for the next channel, or if you want to change yours, is okay. Feel free.
Oh, it's not too late.
If not,
get one.
yeah. I'm going to have a nice figure.
Maybe I'll go for the Star Wars, maybe.
Okay, yeah, go for it, Can we take a picture? You have changed, right? So no worries. We will say you got to shoot. Thank you. Thanks.
Remember, help us to promote, yeah? Spread the word. Okay, I need you guys to help us. Help yourself. Okay, get more nice word. So Harman, I have to remove you. Okay, no more games. The next time. Okay, let's see. Who is the next winner? Makara. Is it Makara? Okay. Nice. Congratulations. We still got quite a few in the policy here.
Thank you.
Which point I?
Get the stock.
Okay. A nice one, yeah. Thanks. All right, next one. How to pronounce the name? Sai. Ah, okay. Congratulations. Anyone in particular? Yeah, that's a good choice. Yeah, pretty handy one. Thank you. Let's see. Julia. Good morning. Congratulations. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your support.
Oh, I really
Which one?
this one.
Oh, that's a good choice. Thanks. The next winner. Is it Kanev? Yeah, it's me. Kanev, and congratulations. Yeah, we still have a sticker, the cap, the t-shirt, or the socks, or maybe the toy. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Well, it's too big for me, yeah, no.
Oh, it's adjustable.
No, still, I mean, it's a,
You give it a try. You adjust that one and see if it works. Otherwise, you can change your mind. Yeah. Very good. Thank you, sir. Actually, we want to have a speaker as well. Sure, thank you. How about the promote? Okay, sure. We can boost. Definitely. Next winner. Oh, is that oh? Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yeah.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Very high profile stuff.
Oh, that's good. Good for kids and speakers. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, it looks like we got more swags than people. No, actually. Let's see. Nice. Oh, is that oh? One. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You want to take a t-shirt? Yeah, looks like a good size for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, pretty good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Oh.
Thank you.
One, right? One, okay. The next one. Yeah, looks like we still have three. Okay, it's three lucky people. Ooh. Actually, I don't know how to pronounce the name. How to pronounce your name? Hawaii. Congratulations. Yeah, not many points here, only three that. Yeah, two songs and the one in the USB and the three in the other. Yeah, go to. Thanks. All right, second last choice. We got two more left. So that's is that crucial for the Congratulations. It's easy, this is only two left. All right. Thank you. Last one. Last choice of one. Yeah. Thanks everybody for joining us. Is that Luke? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, only one. That's the only one.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody. Yeah, we take a group photo if you guys don't mind. Yeah, come over here, we take a group photo. Yeah, you're not joining us?
One, two, three. Another one. One, two, three. And you all say now you run Kubernetes. Kubernetes.
Guys, I will ask help for organizing this room. So just because it's sometimes